Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea and I have another video for you guys. Today I want to talk about crypto.com Coin, take a look at Bitcoin, and I want to talk about altcoins and Bitcoin dominance because there's some important things we need to be focusing on here if we want to be making money with these altcoins and in crypto, especially when we're at a very pivotal time. So without further ado, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's hop into this video. So guys, right now Bitcoin is below $62,000, $61,956, down about 1.77% on the day. Bitcoin dominance is also down a little bit since yesterday, trading at about 54%. When you exclude stablecoins, we're basically at about 56%. Bitcoin dominance has basically been ranging. We peaked out above 57%, and now we're starting to find where we want to be consolidating at. But I want to show you that chart here shortly because what does that mean for altcoins right now? Solana rallied a little bit today. Some other altcoins are kind of bouncing off of a wick to the downside. Ethereum being below 3,000 is a pretty big deal. But all in all here, Bitcoin dominance is ranging significantly. Let's take a look at it. So guys, we wicked on Bitcoin dominance up to about 57.26%. We broke above the 57% mark, and I was talking about for a while that leading up to the Bitcoin halving, I expected 57 to 59, 60% around that area. 60% still in my mind is a little bit of a reach, but I think that it's still on the table. But I've been talking about that for over a year now, and that's exactly what we're seeing play out here. And what does that mean for altcoins? When are we going to start coming down? When is Bitcoin dominance going to deviate and start to get some, it's funny talking about bearish divergence on Bitcoin dominance, but when are we going to see some bearish divergence on Bitcoin dominance to really ignite this true altcoin season? Well, I'm going to tell you about that. When we look at the halving, which guys, 3 days away, maybe 2 days away, give or take a day or so on each end from the halving. 2 to 3 days from the halving right now. In my opinion, I think Bitcoin dominance has a little bit more room to go here. 57% could be the peak, but I have to say, based on where Bitcoin's ranging here, I do expect a large move after the halving in the next few days. The large move doesn't have to happen at the halving or even a week or so after the halving, but after the halving, I do expect when we start to finish this corrective move, whether this turns into a distribution phase or a midterm correction, bringing us through, say, the summer, June and July, I do expect Bitcoin to make a large move, whether it's to the upside or to the downside. But I am saying to the downside. I'm much more short-term bearish, but after the summer, I do expect Bitcoin to really start making these larger moves to the upside, rallying into the fall, into the winter, and probably into 2025. I'll be taking profits along the way, but I do expect that. So, when Bitcoin does make that big move to the upside, which I do think that that's probably going to be either, it has to be either sooner than later, or we're going to go into a midterm correction for a few months, and into the fall is when we see that large move to the upside. And when we do see that large move to the upside, that's when we're going to see Bitcoin dominance peak out. Probably around the 60%. It really depends on how much of an explosive move we see Bitcoin do. And when we do see a large move to the upside with Bitcoin, you're going to see a quick wick. You're going to see a quick wick on Bitcoin dominance, bringing us to that 60%, but it's going to be a wick, guys. It's going to be quick because when Bitcoin tops out and starts trading sideways, say, hopefully maybe over $100,000, we see that big move to the upside, trading sideways. That's when you're going to see Bitcoin dominance come up and and start to make its way down, and altcoins are going to start making some big moves. So, what does that mean for Crocoin right now? Crocoin right now, well, look at this. As Bitcoin dominance is rallying, you see Crocoin breaking down to the downside, breaking out of this little triangle. This triangle didn't really hold much weight, but I was saying we're going to either get a break out of the upside or the downside out of it, and well, we came down from it, we retested it as resistance, and are bouncing back off of it. As Bitcoin dominance rallies, expect Crocoin to underperform. It's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. But, like I said, guys, after Bitcoin makes that large move to the upside, and probably Crocoin doesn't have to go down with that, but the valuation for a Crow versus BTC will. After that, when Bitcoin starts to trade sideways up here, that's when you're going to start to see the greed come back and big moves to the upside, breaking above 20 cents. Some big moves. You have to be patient here, guys. You have to be patient. I do think that if you feel underexposed right now to altcoins, to Bitcoin, or in the crypto space in general, I think that probably by Friday, into this weekly candle close, wait a little bit. We have a little bit more room to the downside, in my opinion. I think that we could test this 59,000, the high 50s, maybe even the mid 50s, but it will take a big capitulation event for that to happen. A big panic move from the media, something that really kind of brought us down here with the conflicts going on in the world. But I do think that there's a little bit more to the downside. But if by the end of the week, by the weekly candle close, we could come down to 59,000, 58, maybe 57, like I said, if we see that wick. But if you're feeling underexposed, in my opinion, I think that right now would probably be a good time to be scooping up some altcoins, scooping up some Bitcoin, if you're feeling underexposed. If you haven't been buying, or if you want to add to your position, but if you haven't been buying in the bear market and you feel underexposed, this is probably coming close to a good opportunity to load up some more altcoins. Lower your average cost basis or enter some new positions. Not financial advice. I put my money where my mouth is. I bought some Jupiter. I bought some more Solana. I bought some other small cap coins. But that's my 2 cents. If you like this type of content, guys, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. It really helps us out a lot. Really appreciate all you guys. We're almost at 17,000 subscribers. It's incredible. Also, go follow me on Twitter at 333Blacksea. I'm very active over there. Like giving back to you guys. I do giveaways. I just like talking with you. But that's all I really got. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.